So I wanted to do another quick behind the scenes, and Tristan Bailey here said, "Hey, Chris Brogan, your book writing and takeaways with handles was a good one. Please talk more about structure of ideas or blocking things out." So I thought, well, all right, Tristan, challenge accepted there, brother. What I do when I try to structure things or block things out in general when I'm writing a book, again, this is applying to nonfiction books. One of the ways I look at things, structuring and blocking out nonfiction, is a kind of a lesson or an example in how do I convey the idea that I want to give to somebody? How do I make it their idea? And then I start looking for what else will they need to know, or what do I need to remove for, clarity purposes, etc. So I'll take a look at one of my chapters now, The New World of the Buyer. So this idea is I've got to explain to people who are reading this book, I'm going to shift their perception. I'm going to say, you're doing marketing and business right now this way. I'm going to need you to work with your marketing team to do it this way instead, and here's why. So in the very first chapter, the title of the chapter was "It's Harder to Reach Potential Customers Than Ever Before." This one is The New World of the Buyer. So I'm moving from this is what the world is like, this is a little deeper dive into it, and then thereafter the next chapters will be like, and so here's what you do about it. So when I structure an idea, when I block out ideas, what I'm trying to accomplish is I'm trying to say, here's a story, here's some exposition that goes around the story, here's another example, here's some more exposition to explain what I need you to do, here's another example. And I kind of work like that. So as I look down my outline here on the side, I have, a quick word. Let's see, we want companies to align with our values. And then I say a world without channels. So I move from, and as I'm listening to this and saying it out loud, I'm like, oh, maybe I need a spot in between there too. So we want companies to align with our values. I'm explaining to the people reading the book that their buyers are now asking for something that they weren't before. And then as I block out that idea, what I'm looking to do is, let me just find that section real quick. First, I tell a story. So on June 21st, I saw something. I should put 2018, I guess. I saw something I'd never seen before in the world of entertainment. Lauren Bouchard, the creator of the hit cartoon Bob's Burgers, tweeted the following: "I'm so grateful to Fox. They make Bob's Burgers possible, but they have their name on a channel that stokes fear and spreads lies. It's the opposite of what we're trying to do at Bob's. Love, inclusion, hope. That's what we want to broadcast. And also, we'd choose a different jacket." So it's pretty interesting, because to me, what I saw from that was a moment where a creator and or a property was announcing to their network and to the world, boy, we'd be happier if we were on a different network. And I hadn't seen this before. So I explain what I'm looking for and what it makes sense to me. And then one of the other things that I talk about is that the information here is, he's basically saying, hey, I need to let you know that there's, something more to this story or whatever. So I just realized I need to add something in here. Buyers buy from people we love and who share our values. All right. So I'll fill this in as I go along. I'm not going to write it right now in front of you. But I realized that the shift between what I wanted to say about Bob's and what I wanted to finish and continue talking about wasn't complete. And so Tristan and or everyone, that's, one of those moments where I see, as I'm walking through my outline, what's the person going to be thinking as they're reading this? So I start with, what do I need them to know? How do I explain it in a way that they're going to pick it off? How do I give them enough examples that they feel like they understand the idea, they being the reader, they understand the idea? And then I walk through and I sort of smooth it to make sure that the flow makes sense. Because as we read, what I'm looking for are those rough moments where I might lose you somewhere. You might start going, well, what's that have to do with this? Oh, I didn't explain it well enough. So in my head, I try to say a lot of times, this is the real big takeaway at the end, you're probably wondering blank. You're probably thinking blank. You're probably considering this. That is kind of a magic phrase I use to walk myself through what might also need to be included in the lesson. Hope that makes sense. Thank you so much, Tristan, for asking the question. Hope this was useful. And for anyone else who has any questions, you can tweet me at Chris Brogan, email chris@chrisbrogan.com, or leave a comment in this video. Always happy to help.